adventure, something's always new. The reason I chose helicopters over airplanes is kind of simple, because helicopters can go anywhere and land anywhere, take off anywhere, and airplanes, you're restricted, obviously. And to me, that was much cooler. And the different... My name is Kyle Sapp. I'm a private helicopter pilot, and I'm working on my fixed wing rating. So I originally started with anticipation to go into air medical services, but now many more avenues have been opened that I know that I could go into in the future. So now it's wherever I end up, I'm happy to be there. The instruction here stands out because we have a lot of instructors who bring different avenues, different point of views to your training and what you need. So if one instructor doesn't really jive with you, you have another one who could definitely, help you, just push you to that check ride and give you a different perspective on flight training. I think my favorite moment from flight training was probably my night flight. It's a different perspective to see anything from the air, but once you do it at night, it's like you're in outer space. It's just completely different, and that stands out. It's one of my favorite moments. So my check ride, passing it, is one of the greatest reliefs I think I've ever felt in life. It's like I can finally do this, and even sometimes it hasn't sat in. It really just is something that's hard to really accept. I really think some of the biggest challenges in aviation, or the biggest challenge, is yourself. And knowing that it's a lot of information, it takes some doing, it takes some time, but if you put in the effort, you will come out on top, you will be able to do it. So what inspired me to go for a fixed wing add-on is aviation. How could you not love it? I like being in the air, and airplanes offer a different perspective, and I thought that would be valuable in my journey to be able to fly airplanes. I work for High Tide now as an aircraft detailer and just an all-around go man. If somebody needs help with something, I'm there to help them do it and get it done. The environment here at High Tide is second to none. It's very safety conscious, and everybody's like a family. We all look out for each other. Since I started working here, my perspective on aviation has changed drastically. I mean, to me, before it was just, getting up in the air and flying, and pre-flight, post-flight, and learning. Now it's, there's a business aspect to it, there's a personality aspect, there's a maintenance aspect that I never really had a grasp of. And since working here, I get to be around the maintenance team and watch them do work. And it's really opened my eyes that there's a lot there. My dream job or goal in aviation, I think, still remains air medical or search and rescue operations. Helping people has always been something I've always been interested in, and doing that through aviation is such a goal that I'm excited to pursue. What I would say to somebody who's considering starting training with High Tide is just do it. It's like I said before, just do it. Take a discovery flight. You're never going to know until you know. It's scary. It might be a little bit unnerving, but if it's what you really want, it's something you should pursue. It's also something I don't think you would ever want to regret having to not do. I've heard stories like that of people in their 60s and 70s, regretting not doing flight training at some point. So if you want to do it, I would highly recommend just doing it. And here at High Tide, the possibilities are unlimited. High Tide is a great place to learn how to fly. We have very, very good maintenance, very good instructors. We're at an uncontrolled field, so you can get more time in the air, not on the ground. We're in proximity to some big airports, so you do learn how to fly in those big airport environments with the airliners where you might want to be someday. Just recently we got our 141 certification, so that just opens up more possibilities for you as a student at High Tide. So there's an innumerable amount of things to add to the list of why this is a great place to learn how to fly.